I'm Billiam, and we are the Digi-Dudes!
Sweet.
And do you know what we're talking about this week, Debbie Dude?
The Digimon COLOR!
The Digimon COLOR!
Wow.
We are insanely hyped, as you can see, about this.
I can't spread anymore for some reason.
We've been waiting so long for this. Bandai has been making colored Tamagotchis for years and just finally started making the very first traditional Digimon Vpet in full color. Technically, the Vital Bracelet is a virtual pet and is the first colored one. I absolutely believe that. That's how I feel about it. I know some people like to consider it more of a Digivice, but it's a virtual pet. There's a lot of different training and health aspects into it that you have to do in order to get your different evolutions. But we are getting our very first traditional Vpet in color, and that is so exciting. We are both very hyped about this, and that is exactly what we are talking about this week. All right, so we're going to get right into it.
Yeah.
As of recording this video, it's been a few days since Bandai had dropped their commercial, their little teaser trailer on YouTube, their Twitter posts about it and stuff. We are getting the original version 1 DM and the original version 2 DM in colored versions, is what they are.
We have the first ever one that is that clear one with orange shell, but still, the one that we are getting has color!
Yes, we have the original DM version 2. We ran it last week's episode. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll tag it at the end of this one there. Go check it out. We had fun with that one. It's over here on the shelf. But this is a remake of that device in full color is what they've said it is. So it's not the version Revive and it's not the DM 20th there. This is, like I said, a remake. So let's talk about the device, what updates they've made to it, and what it's going to be. So we are getting the original colors of the device. So we're getting the brown and we're getting the gray for the version 1. The same ones we get for everything. Same ones they've been putting out forever, remaking. But now we're getting a full colored version of it.
Yes,
and then we are getting the white and we're getting the black for the version 2, which is the first time Bandai has remade these devices since their release. It's the first time ever they've remade them. First time they've been out since their release.
Also, we got into turtles.
Yeah, I put my turtle statues up, guys. So, what this is a complete redesign of these 2 original devices in these 4 colors we're going to be getting with a full color screen. It's not just a colored sprite. It's going to have a backlit colored screen also. So that's really awesome. And then another thing with this device is that
if you connect the one with the 2, you can swap the backgrounds.
Exactly, Debbie Dude. If you connect version 1 and version 2 together, you'll be able to trade backgrounds with each other and be able to run the version 1 background on the version 2 device and vice versa, which is a really neat and fun feature they have. I don't know if there's going to be, they haven't announced anything if there's going to be any other backgrounds or like a special background or anything like that. But so far they did say we will be able to trade backgrounds back and forth, which is really cool. I've got the icon up here, them kind of explaining it. Yes, all the images you're going to be seeing are the official images Bandai put out, but they're in Japanese. So basically I'm going to be telling you what they're saying and what's going on with them. This device is going to be a rechargeable device. It's going to be using a USB-C connection, so that's awesome. It's going to have a nice fast charge on it, and honestly, it has to be. In order to be able to use these devices in the full color like this, there with the backlit screens, you can't be running the button batteries in them. All the Tamagotchi devices that are full color like this, they all run AAA batteries, or the newest ones are rechargeable. So because they wanted to keep this device very similar in size to the traditional bricks here, the traditional DMs, they went with the rechargeable one instead of putting batteries in it, which I like the idea of it being rechargeable anyway. I spend a lot of money on batteries running all these devices all the time.
And now we finally get a device that we can just simply just charge for free.
Exactly. Like they said, it is a very similar size to the original ones here. So we're not going to be getting a bigger screen or anything like that. They do have the icons on the top and the bottom of the screens, but they're not printed on the screen itself. They're digital icons that are part of the whole digital colored screen there. So that's really cool with that.
The screen is actually colored?
Yeah, the whole thing's colored, buddy, not just the sprites.
I thought it's just the sprites.
No. And then another cool feature that they have is that they've announced that the version 1 and version 2 will have a special jog rest between the two of them, which everybody knows who it's going to be. Version 1, they've been using the new version 1 roster from the DM20th, and the same thing with the version 2. They're using the new expanded roster there with ultimate levels or mega for the dub fans there.
It's probably gonna be...
So who is it, Debbie Dude?
Omegamon Ultra S.
Exactly. Because Blitz Greymon is on the version 1, Crest Garumon's on the version 2.
And they confuse, so it's probably gonna be Omegamon Ultra S.
Yes, and the little outline teaser they've shown us looks exactly like his sprite.
Yes.
So, you can guarantee that Digimon is the one. But it's still really cool that they have that connectability with them, that they are doing them as an expanded device together.
Also, I'm wearing my pajama pants.
Yes. And then, the one downside to these devices, though, speaking of connectability, is that they will only be able to connect to each other. So you will not be able to battle these new ones with any of your old devices. I don't know why Bandai did that. I don't know if it's maybe because of the software they're using, or they just decided not to do it for some reason. But if you want to be able to battle your Digimon Color, you have to be able to connect it to another Digimon Color.
Or you can probably do the tournament thing.
Hold on, Debbie Dude. We're going to get into things like that. Humilos did say in his last video on this device that they will be working already on the Digimon Online projects there to try and get the color up, so we will be able to battle it online with our friends and everything using the ACOM like we do with all the other devices. So he already stated as soon as he gets his hands on that device, he's going to be starting to work on that to try to code all those awesome guys that put in tons of amazing work, so us Digimon fans can help expand our love of Digimon and battle the rest of you guys around the world and connect this all together. So, one other thing going on with this is that you will be able to run 2 Digimon on it. They've already said they're going to be...
Also, you can put 2 Digimon in storage. 1
Digimon in storage, Debbie Dude. What they said is that they are bringing back the freezer function, so you'll be able to just pause your Digimon in its lifespan there and just stop it like we have in all the other new modern devices, and that you'll be able to back up and save 1 Digimon on your device, which I do like. They're using this new zip folder here icon for it, because I think that's really cool and very fitting for the whole idea of storing your Digimon, compressing them and putting them in a zip file. They did say, though, you will be able to battle your Digimon, your 2 Digimon that you have on the device. So if you have 1 Digimon in your storage and 1 active Digimon, you'll be able to battle those 2 Digimon against each other. Because with these original devices here, in order to make it to perfect level, and it continued on doing it in the 20th, you need to have a certain amount of battles in at certain levels in order to digivolve into perfect level, or ultimate for you dub fans. So I think this is going to be their way of doing that, so you don't have to buy 2 devices in order to digivolve into perfect level. You'll be able to battle your 2 Digimon you have on the device already against each other to get your battles in, which I think is at least something, because like they said, this is a remake and a new updated version, so they're not adding all of the new modern features that we know from all these, like the DMXs and the Pendulum Zs with the Coliseum battles and things like that, because the original ones didn't have that. But this is their way around that, kind of be able to get your battles in if you only own 1 device. So you don't have to buy both devices or multiple devices in order to do that. It seems like what they're going for here. They did add new evolutions onto the roster. Also with this, we are getting Monzimon's new evolution, Shin Monzimon, for him. Because if you guys... He's that new Monzimon I showed you, who's kind of like a bear with the big purple goo coming out of him. He's got the wings and stuff.
I don't think you showed me
I definitely do. You might not remember, but we'll show you again, Devi-Dude. For you guys, he'll already be on the screen here for you guys to check him out. He's Monzimon's new evolution. And then for the version 2, they gave Vademon Ebimon, who is Vademon's natural evolution anyway. So that one made sense. I do think it would have been cool if we got a new evolution on one of the devices on the version 2 also, but having it is really awesome. So, like I said, guys, this is a remake of the originals, so they didn't add a whole lot of new functions to them yet, but it is, like I said, an exact remake. So they are bringing in the original training for each one of them, and each one of them is going to have their own specific icons for food and vitamins. So if you guys remembered on the version 1 device, what you would do is you would end up battling another little Digimon on your screen, and what you had to do is you tried to get the hit through. If the hits bounced and connected, it didn't work, but if you made it through, you win. You had to guess A or B button and push the A or B button to have your attack go up or down. And if you went in the opposite direction, it would have hit and you won the battle. Little battle there, simulated battle. And that's how the training worked on version 1. They're continuing that on this one. And on the version 2, if you guys saw our video last week, the training is kind of a nightmare. What it is it's a bar that goes across and you got to get it to stop right at the end. But what made it so bad is how fast it went.
It went like this.
It went insanely fast. Just like that. And as you digivolve to higher and higher levels, it got faster and faster. So that's what makes the version 2 one of the hardest devices to run out of the original DMs. You're right, Devi-Dude.
I never want to get one of those. I'll never get one!
So with the version 2 color, I have a feeling they're going to slow that down a bit to make it better and more playable. And like we said before, each of the meats are different depending on which device you have, and the vitamin styles are different. Version 1 has a pill, and then version 2 has a tablet. So that's really cool that they're keeping with that. And honestly, overall, I am very excited about this device. There's so many things that I feel like they could do for the future using this as a jumping off point. Bandai has already stated that they don't have any other plans to do the version 3 or the version 4 or the version 5 in color yet or anything like that. But they did say they're gauging it based on the sales of the version 1 and 2 colors. Yes, Devi-Dude. Silly. So, what I have to say to you guys is, if you guys like Vpets, if you have the money, because they are a bit expensive, we're going to go over that in a sec, please go out and buy it. Show Bandai, at least post about it, and show Bandai that this is what we want, and this is what we want to continue. We want to be able to see more devices like this, carrying these features over to different ones maybe, and to different new styles and new things we haven't seen before. But especially if we want to try to continue to get the rest of the DMs in color, that would be amazing. Because honestly, guys, version 4 has an amazing roster. It's one of my favorite DMs. It's the first one I bought. I would love to see a remake of this device in color. This color combo and everything. The roster on it's amazing. It's got Megadramon. Everybody loves Megadramon, right, Devi-Dude? That guy is awesome. He's the dragon with the cannons up for hands.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, right? So that would be really amazing. The price point on this is 6,900 yen. So I'm trying to remember the equivalency. It's like 59 bucks. I ended up paying for ours. It ended up being like $62 plus shipping is what I ended up paying for ours. It ended up being pretty pricey. It was a little over 85. It was about $85 is what I ended up paying for one device. Because right now, that's all I can afford it right now because, like I said, they're pricey. We ended up getting the version 2 black is the device that we went with. Because I already have the version 1, I thought it would be really fun when it comes to run both of them side by side together to see the comparisons and the updates and stuff. If that's a good idea to you guys, let me know by hitting that like button down there and by telling me in the comments to let me know if that's a good idea, if this is something that you guys would like to see the video when we get our color, unbox it, and run both at the same exact time. Because I thought that was a fun concept. What do you think, Debbie Dude?
What concept?
Of running our original version 2 with the new version 2 when it comes out.
Oh yeah, that is a good concept.
Yeah, good idea, right? Another thing about these devices is that they are not using some of the traditional colored sprites we've seen from other Digimon media. They are updating the colored sprites and making them original. So the sprites themselves aren't going to be different. It's not like we're getting a new look for Greymon, but the coloring for them is slightly different. You guys can see it here in the graphic down there, that the colors are slightly different there, and that we're getting basically just updated versions is what it is. So that's really neat. That's cool. Honestly, there's not a lot that I dislike about this. I really like it. I think this device is going to be amazing. I feel like this is a great start and jumping off point for Bandai here. Just like I said when the original Vital Bracelet came out, I had problems with it, but now we're finally getting the BE, its evolution basically, and bringing it to what we want the Vital Bracelet to be. It took them some time, and I feel like it's going to do the same with this. The Digital Monster Color is the starting point, and it's the child level here, as we can say. And then by buying it, showing the support for it, messaging them on Twitter, Instagram, commenting on their stuff there, we'll let them know that we want the ultimate level. We want the perfect level. We want the super ultimate level device here. Right, Debbie Dude?
Yes!
The device where we take the functions from this and we put it into something all new, brand new, we've never seen for a Digimon Virtual Pet. And the best way to let them know is to just be active out there. You guys be you. Be super awesome Digimon fans. That's all. Alright, guys. As always, if you enjoy our Digimon content, if you enjoy this episode, make sure you Giga Blast that like button.
What am I saying? Touch me on the subscribe button down below.
It helps us out a ton. Thank you to everybody who watches, likes, comments, subscribes. You're all amazing.
You missed
Thank
watches.
You. I always start with watches, Debbie Dude. You know
you
that.
Finish with
and watches. Thank you so much to our amazing Patreon supporters over here. You guys are absolutely amazing. I love chatting with you guys in our Patreon Discord group. Without you guys, the channel wouldn't grow the way it has been. And again, I can't tell you guys enough thank you. If you guys want to help support the channel and grow it more, go check out our Patreon down below in the link there. And always show your love for Digimon. Let me know what you guys think about the color. If you guys have any problems with it, you think we should be dislikes they have about it, let me know in the comments. Let's start a discussion, guys. If you guys love this and you're just as hyped as we are, let me know also. And as always, from me, my family, to you, have a Digi time!